Hey, what's up everybody? My name is D. Hunter White and I'm a science educator here at the California Science Center, and I'm going to walk you through the feeding time activity. This activity will explore the feeding methods of blue whales and how food gives whales energy. Now, my director was trying to figure out which activity to do next. I just said, flip a coin. Here are a few things you'll need to gather to prepare for this activity. 75 to 100 colorful balls or pit balls, skateboard or low-lying cart, cardboard box, a net, tongs, colander, anything to be used as feeding tools. Print out the feeding time board game and the game pieces. Calculator, salt, sugar, or sprinkles in a container or any small granular food. Optional. Small sample of krill in a container. Optional. Before you get started, choose a location about 6 by 15 feet that is flat and has an open space for participants to move about. A hallway, playground, carpeted area will work well. Spread the balls out in the open space. First, ask your participants, what do they think the world's largest animal eats? Wait, you do know we're talking about the blue whale, right? They might be surprised to learn that a blue whale, an animal that can be as large as 3 school buses, eats tiny creatures called krill. That's like us humans eating tiny seeds like poppy seeds. So how many poppy seeds do you think we would need in order to feel full? How many poppy seeds do you think we would need in order to have enough energy to complete all of our day-to-day tasks? In this activity, participants are going to be blue whales. They're going to scour the ocean for krill, eating enough krill to get enough energy to migrate to their next location. On the board game, participants start in Monterey Bay, making their way to the Gulf of California, a popular feeding and breeding destination for blue whales. But first, they have to get fueled up. They have to choose a tool that will help them catch as many krill as possible in one feeding. Now, if you're doing the tabletop version with water beads in a container, keep in mind the goal is still the same. You want to catch as many krill as possible in one try. Have participants lie down on a skateboard or a low-lying cart. They'll push off into a krill patch with their tool to collect as many krill as possible in one go. See how many they can catch. Blue whales can eat up to 40 million krill in one day. Decide how many krill it will take to move one space on the board game. For example, if you want a quicker paced game, 1 ball or krill can equal 1 move on the board. However, if you want a slower paced game, 10 balls can equal 1 move on the board. But beware, some things may end up happening along the way that will either slow down or speed up the migration. Who can get to the Gulf of California first? That's right, after feeding and migrating, it's time to talk about the science behind this activity. A blue whale eats with a method called lunge feeding. Show participants a video of a blue whale lunge feeding. This strategy is a specialized way for the blue whale to eat as much as it can. It starts by accelerating quickly towards the krill patch and opening its mouth big and wide. The stretchy layer of muscle and fat in its throat expands to almost double its body size to take in an enormous mouthful of water and krill. It pushes the water back out through bristly plates called baleen, and when the water is gone, the whale swallows all the krill that's left in its mouth. After a whale has eaten and processed all that food for energy, what happens next? That's right! Everybody poops! Scientists can learn a lot from a whale's poop. They can tell if a whale is stressed. They can tell if a whale is getting enough nutrients. They can even tell if a whale is pregnant. Poop, there it is! All of that just from studying a whale's poop. A whale's poop is really important for the ecosystem. It provides a lot of nutrients for planktonic organisms, which are the basis of the food chain for the ocean. That's right, folks. We got animals eating whale poop over here. Ask your participants to think about what would happen if there were less whales and therefore less whale poop. How would that impact the ocean's ecosystem? In studying whales and their feeding patterns, scientists are finding ways to alter shipping lanes in order to accommodate the whales in the areas that they feed in. Thanks for checking out our blue whale activity about feeding. We hope you had a whale of a time. Don't forget to visit our website to find our virtual field trips and other activities.